Hello everyone and welcome to Football Nostalgia, the podcast where we explore the teams and the players that have shaped the game we love. I'm Alex Ashmore and alongside me today we have...
Noah Zemmel. Hello everyone.
And Casey Alper. How's it going?
How are you guys doing?
Doing well. Happy Tuesday.
Yeah, very happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday indeed.
Tuesday record.
Tuesday. Before we get started, you guys want to introduce yourselves, tell everyone a little bit about yourselves, maybe who you support if you want to.
Why not? All right, I'll kick us off. I am from Surrey in England. If you're not from England, that's London. And I'm a Tottenham Hotspur fan, third, fourth generation, season ticket holder. So I am familiar with misery and depression as a football fan. And speaking of misery and depression as a football fan, Casey?
I really like this story.
I don't.
It perplexes me in some ways, but I enjoy it.
So I'm Casey. I'm from Los Angeles, California. And
nice.
I'm also a Tottenham supporter. Not really any solid reasoning there.
Yeah, I mean, that is just the most... To come to football late, like you did, and decide... I mean, I love... don't get me wrong, I do love Tottenham. But to come to that late,
I just didn't do my research basically, and didn't know what I was getting myself into. Now I know. Now I definitely know.
Yeah. Why Spurs?
I didn't want to bandwagon and choose United or City is obviously winning every year, and I wanted to pick a team from London, and obviously Arsenal. So
that's these guys' words, not mine.
So, it was Spurs. Dele Alli, Heung-min Son, these guys were really cool players, and I wanted to support them. And I also started following Spurs 2016-17 was the first season.
Yeah, we would have looked quite good then.
We'd looked pretty
really
good.
Nice then.
Challenging for the title, and then the UCL final, I'm like, okay, blue sky ahead.
Yeah. Well, it's not bad though.
It's been a roller coaster.
We're doing okay now. We're doing okay. Love Big Ange.
Yeah, we do. And that's, it just all boils down to bad research. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But you love them nonetheless.
They really dictate my moods on the weekends now, and it's all gravy.
Yeah. Oh. No, you get used to it. I'm a Yeovil fan for my sins.
Who?
And Yeovil Town, we play in the 6th division of English football. We are currently doing quite well. So
you also support?
I also support Malaga. It's my Spanish team.
Who are now in what division?
The 3rd division of Spanish football.
Great.
Yeah.
That's 5 divisions above the football I play out here in Spain.
No, as a semi-professional footballer, everyone.
Semi-professional footballer.
Way to slip that in there.
Yes. Support Yeovil and Malaga. Yeah. Both teams on a downward spiral. Well, Yeovil are on the way up.
Essentially, you're a jinx.
Maybe. All the sports teams I support aren't doing very well at the moment. I won't go into the long list.
There is a long list.
Yes.
There is a really
long list. Why are we here? We all study at the same university. We're all doing a Masters in Communication and Sports Journalism at the Real Madrid Graduate School, in Spanish the Escuela Universitaria de Real Madrid. And as part of that, we get access to quite a lot of cool things. We get press passes to the first team home games, B team, which is Castilla, the women's game, and the basketball. So we've got a few press passes in front of me here. Very cool access that we get, and it's stuff that, I have to keep pinching myself sometimes. I don't know about you lads, that is sort of actually happening.
It is strange.
You don't get numb going to the Bernabeu, but at the same time,
it becomes weird when you're like, oh god, another Saturday.
I'm telling my roommates, I can't go out with you guys today. I gotta go to the Bernabeu.
I know. People obviously got mates that have proper jobs, and you're like, oh, I'm so exhausted, and it's been such a busy day. And what have you done? Oh well, I just went to the Bernabeu and watched Real Madrid. I was in the press. Yeah, obviously I don't have to pay for the ticket.
I had to write a whole match report.
Yeah. What was it, that message your mate sent you the other day? I think Noah was talking about, he was at the Bernabeu, and his friend went, "Ooh, I'm Noah and I live in Madrid."
Yeah, in my big group chat, I got called out for it. Yeah, exactly. I got properly called out for it.
So yes, as part of it, we get access to all the matches, and these are the press passes. We've also got some cool kits behind us, which themes well to this season of our podcast, Football Nostalgia. Each season is going to be talking about maybe some gaffers, some teams, eras, and the first season is going to be focusing on Real Madrid, and more specifically, the best Real Madrid 11 of all time. So, just to explain the shirts we have behind me, we have Ronaldo signed shirt, and we have a lovely one from the Champions League winning era behind me.
That's sort of every era.
Yeah.
True. Yes. We have a Bellingham shirt. Which is that signed by the? I don't think
We'll
it's
get
signed.
back to that.
Okay. All right. Great. Yeah. I met. Okay. So as part of the access we have, we sometimes do some stuff with Real Madrid TV. We intern with Real Madrid TV as well, and as part of that, I helped set up a Jude Bellingham interview, which meant I met him, got to chat to him. And they haven't let me.
And you asked him for like a soundbite for the podcast,
No,
right?
no, all right. They won't let me forget that I didn't do anything apart from ask him if the next time he sees Harry Kane to tell him to come back to Tottenham Hotspur.
Fair play.
Yeah.
I should remember, I should look behind me because I'm sort of working off memory of which side they are. So if I point at the wrong one, I do apologise. So we're going to be doing 12 episodes this season. Each episode will be based on a different position. 12 episodes, obviously, 11 players and a manager. We're going to decide the captain along the way, and hopefully at the end of each episode we're going to decide, or hopefully agree, on which player is the best for each position.
4-3-3 as well.
Yes, 4-3-3 is the formation we're going into.
But not a FIFA Team of the Year where there's 4 right backs and 5 strikers in midfield, or just nonsense stuff.
It's going to be players playing in their proper positions. Flexibility in the midfield. If one's a defensive midfielder, we can allow midfielders / attacking midfielders, but we're going to keep to it pretty strictly. And we're on social media as well: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter.
Socials.
Yeah, we're on the socials, being the youthful lot that we are, and expect some very cool videos coming out. We're going to be interviewing fans, journalists, and maybe even some ex-pros. So keep your eyes peeled. The links will be down below in all the descriptions and all that. And you can check out all the videos we do with all 3 of us. And
we've got one intro. We've got an intro. We've got one more member of the team. We've got one more member of the team.
We do.
Don't put me on the spot like
there
that.
There we go. Look,
that is our producer Sarah in the background, who, for her sins as well, is a Liverpool fan. So
don't make it sound so bad.
I mean, better than ours. Better than ours.
Must be nice.
I'd rather watch 6th Division English football than Premier League.
Yeah, we already know that.
No, it doesn't make you clever, mate. It doesn't make you special.
So, right, let's get into things. We're going to be starting off this first episode, and we're going to be talking about goalkeepers. We have all our picks here. We've done some research. We don't know our picks. We've sent them all to producer Sarah beforehand, so this is going to be a surprise, and we're all going to pick different ones. So it won't be a case of we'll all have one particular player. But I'm going to start off to my left, Noah Zemmel. Do you want to say who you have and maybe give us a rundown of why you have chosen this goalkeeper?
Why I chose this goalkeeper? Well, mainly because I didn't get first pick. But you've got
to be on time with these things.
You've got to be on
first
time.
Come, first serve.
First come, first serve. But I'm still very happy with my pick. I've gone for Keylor Navas. And Keylor Navas, has achieved incredible things with Real Madrid. Won 12 titles in 5 seasons. That's 2.2 trophies a season, which is a pretty insane record. Something that I could never imagine watching. He had to replace. Yeah, I know.
That's almost your level, though. It's like semi-professional football.
No, we're going to go down. Had to replace Casillas, which is who we'll come on to later, I'm sure. But that's just a ridiculous thing to have to do. And to step in, you look at Onana trying to fill. I know De Gea sort of declined towards the end, but still, that's big shoes to fill, and it's really difficult. In fact, speaking of David De Gea. A little fact about Keylor Navas. He was actually supposed to go to Man United in the swap deal for David De Gea when that deal sort of fell apart, and because United didn't get the paperwork done on time.
What year was that?
2015?
That would have been pretty wild. That was Casillas' last year.
Yeah, it would have been...
Not that I...
Why do you know so much about Casillas?
No.
I don't know. He just
good
likes
player.
Him. He just likes him. He's the first Costa Rican and Central American to win the Champions League. He set a record for the most clean sheets in one Champions League season for Real. It was the season in the competition, but that's now held by Edouard Mendy, who must be the worst player to hold the Champions League record.
Did not expect that
To be
name.
fair to that, I know we're going slightly off topic. During that season, he was fantastic.
In just the Champions League. This is, I mean, I could do a whole podcast on this, but
well, we won't go down that rabbit hole
Please
today.
don't.
Tuchel gets too much appreciation just because of that
Ooh, no.
6-run game.
No, we won't. Let's stop.
Yeah, we'll move on. But yeah, I mean, obviously he won those 3 Champions Leagues in a row, and the third one he won, that final, was his 100th win for Real Madrid, and 100 wins in 141 games, which is just a ridiculous stat. And I mean, you'll remember from those tournaments, Keylor Navas was instrumental in getting them there. He was genuinely unbelievable. In the semi-final against Bayern Munich one year, he made 8 saves, and Jupp Heynckes, the Bayern manager, said that he was the only reason that Real Madrid qualified from that leg and went on to win it, obviously. He's genuinely, I mean, to stand out in the Champions League is a really impressive thing, especially for Real Madrid, and to be remembered like he is.
Fair point.
He's the only ever non-Spanish goalkeeper to reach 100 appearances for Real. And yeah, that's all I've got on him. But I mean, look, I know we're going to come to it later on. And
He's an impressive player.
He's
There's
100%
no doubt
an
in
impressive
that.
player. And if he's not the best Real Madrid goalkeeper of all time, then for me he's the best Champions League goalkeeper for Real Madrid of all time.
Why is that?
Because he won 3 and was just, for me, the standout. I know we'll have a little...
Yeah.
All right, stop looking so smug. It's not over yet.
So that's your choice, Keylor Navas. That's a good pick, I think. You know, when I was going through the names, that name did pop up quite a lot. I'm going to start with mine. Belgian, injured this season. The only of the 3 that I was looking through that actually plays for Real Madrid at the time, but obviously he's not playing at the moment. So it was either, for me, between Lunin, Kepa and Courtois. And I've gone for Courtois. It was a tough decision.
Guys got jokes today.
Yeah, no, it's
Wow,
so funny.
Um,
So funny.
So joined Real in 2018 from Chelsea, 35 million roughly. Since then, he has, gone on to win just about everything he can. In 2019-20 season, he kept 21 clean sheets, and it was the first time that a Real keeper has kept more than 17 in a season since Francisco Bullo in 1994-95. He won the league with Real. He's also won it with Atleti. Won't talk about that too much today. But
Season 3?
Season 3 maybe.
Season
So yes,
3.
as Real's number 1, he has won La Liga twice, Copa del Rey once. He's won the Supercopa twice. He's won the Champions League once. He's won the Super Cup, the Club World Cup. He's been goalkeeper of the season in La Liga. He's been in the Champions League team of the season 4 times. And he's also been in La Liga team of the season. So I think the facts speak for themselves here. You know, he's a fantastic goalkeeper, been successful for his country as well. And, you know, not only do those trophies just show the magnitude of who he is as a player, just on the pitch, his shot-stopping ability, specifically in
one specific game is...
Well, I
is-
mean,
is
you want to
like-
talk about
yeah,
standing out in a Champions League.
standing out.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true. But
it
yeah,
was against. Now, who was it against?
Can't remember. Who
I'm
was
trying
it?
to.
Well,
It was against Liverpool.
That's
I think,
right,
wasn't it?
it
Was it
was.
Liverpool lads? Yeah.
Sorry, it's a Real Madrid podcast. Let's stay on topic, please.
Well, no, we're talking about Real Madrid's
We are,
triumphs
we're
when they beat
we're
Liverpool
talking
in the
about
Champions
Moving
League
on.
great
final.
day in their
Moving
history.
on so swiftly.
So yeah,
Nice little Taylor Swift bomb there.
Oh.
Did that
I
on
told you I'd sneak it in.
Stop it.
so yes, Thibaut Courtois is my pick. What do you reckon, lads?
I mean, that whole Champions League run,
He was
so fun to watch. And that final,
That final,
he won man of the match.
Yes,
and like
to win man of the match
yeah,
as a goalkeeper
you talk
in the Champions
about
League final.
standing
Yeah.
out. Yeah, that's pretty
I
cool.
mean, that is seriously impressive. Seriously.
So that's the second pick. Move on to the
Okay.
last, but definitely not the least. Casey.
About a dunk on y'all.
Oh God, I really apologise for anyone not American there. That was very American.
Right, anyways,
That was
at
very
least I
American.
didn't say dog.
Oh God, yeah, but you proceeded to anyway.
Yeah. Broma.
Casey, tell us who you've gone for as your best Real Madrid goalkeeper of all time.
All right. Club legend, 25 years with Real Madrid, came from the academy, born in Móstoles in Madrid. Iker Casillas. I mean, need I say more? He is
Yes, you need.
the... When you think about Real Madrid, this is one of the first guys I would say you think of. You know, Cristiano Ronaldo, maybe Iker Casillas could be second on that list. I think Okay, so let me just get through the stats. 25 years with the club, 16 years with the first team. That's 725 official matches. 5 times he won La Liga. 3 times he won the Champions League. 2 Copa del Reys, 4 Spanish Supercopas, 2 UEFA Super Cups, 1 Club World Cup, and if we're going to talk about other teams, he's got a World Cup and 2 Euros to his boot.
I've actually, speaking on the World Cup, I've got a bit of trivia.
Oh, okay.
So
This is what I know as Emil's quizzes.
it's to do with Casillas. So there have been 11 players, only 11, to have won the World Cup whilst at Real Madrid. I won't test you on all of them because some of them are really difficult. But there were 5 that won it with Casillas. Well, 4 that won it with Casillas. So Casillas and 3 more people won in 2010 in South Africa. Who were the other 3 Real Madrid players that
Sergio
played for
Ramos.
Spain? Is one.
Ramos.
Give you a clue. One of them is to do with Universidad Europea. Centre back and a right back. These are tough. They're not like they weren't necessarily.
Dani Carvajal.
No, not in 2010.
Trying to go through that Spain team.
Arbeloa?
Arbeloa is
Yeah.
correct.
Okay.
One more. He also played, I believe, for Villarreal, Napoli.
And he's a midfielder?
No, he's a centre back.
Oh.
Centre back. 2010 Spain World Cup.
All right, I'm gonna. You've
Yeah,
lost.
speed us
You've
up.
lost. Yeah, Raul Albiol.
Oh, Albiol.
I don't think I would have got that one.
Can you go for the 2 after, just quickly? Germany. Won it with Germany in Brazil.
Cruz.
Central defensive midfield player. He played for Bayern Munich at the time.
Xabi Alonso?
No, he's
So-
Spanish.
wait. So,
Is Sami Khedira, and in France another centre back, not in France but for France.
Fabio Contral was a left back, so it's not him, and
Well,
he's
also
Portuguese.
Portuguese. This is going
Is
well,
it
lads.
Zizou?
No, it's 2018. This 2018 in Russia for France, centre back.
just cut this off.
Raphael Varane.
Raphael Varane. Thank you.
I was thinking of center mids. You're really confusing us.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Can I get back to why
Sorry,
Casillas
Sorry,
is
yeah.
the best?
I just
What
got
were we
excited.
talking about?
I got excited by trivia.
Anyways, so Casillas is the best, and I don't think I need to say any more, but I will. So like I said, academy player. He's from Móstoles in Madrid. He was called up in 1999. Okay, he was 18 years old when that happened. He is the youngest keeper to play in the UEFA Champions League and the youngest to win it at 19 years old. He then went on to win the league next year in 2000 at 19 years old. In 2010 and 2011 season, he became the captain of the team, where he spent the next 5+ years being the captain. And a little stat for you: most clean sheets in UEFA Champions League history. Did you know that, Noah?
I did know that. I did. Yeah.
What else do we have here? Golden Glove 2010. He's got the Zamora Trophy for the best keeper in La Liga. The Community of Madrid's given him a gold medal. He's got countless other awards from just being a good guy. I mean,
He works for the Real Madrid Federation as well still.
So, I mean, on the pitch, off the pitch,
He is synonymous with Real Madrid. And
that's exactly what I was going to say.
oh, God.
Didn't you?
Great mind.
I seem to remember off air you telling us an interesting fact, and I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I remember it involved Didier Deschamps.
Okay, I have that here, yeah. So, he's the 3rd captain in football history to win the World Cup, the Euros, and the Champions League. The other 2, Didier Deschamps and Beckenbauer.
Okay.
That is
That's
quite an impressive
yeah,
record.
I mean, to be in a group of those guys,
That
yeah.
is a seriously impressive stat.
Yeah.
So I think we can all agree that Lunin is the best round keeper of all time.
Leave off, man.
So I win that episode, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
I do joke. I think.
Producer, Sada.
I mean,
I wish I had a drum roll for me, but winner is Casey Alper with Iker Casillas.
I think we can accept
Yeah,
that. One, can't we,
I
now?
mean, he was always going to.
Yeah, like,
Get your picks in first, boys. I think that's the moral of
Yes.
this lesson.
good thing I'm always on my phone.
Do your research early.
So we have it. Our goalkeeper, our best Real Madrid goalkeeper of all time, is Iker Casillas, according to us 3. Next week, next podcast, we will be talking about right backs. And again, we won't know each other's picks. It'll be a difficult one. We're going to decide the captain along the way. Casillas is probably in the running for that.
Definitely.
But I think, should we go on to talk about right backs, lads?
Yeah, let's call that a pod.
Okay. Thank you for listening. Do check out our socials and wherever you get your podcasts, whether that be Spotify, iTunes, whatever. Do give us a listen, a follow, or a subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers.
So yeah.